Hello and welcome. This is Michelle with PaperStampInk. Thanks for stopping by my channel today. If you're new to my channel, I want to make sure that you know you can hit that red subscribe button, ring that bell, and you'll get notifications of future projects. I'm all about paper crafting and I love sharing inspiration with you at home. If you're one of my current subscribers, thanks for tuning back in. I know it's been a while since I've put a video out. Life has been a little crazy. I decided to move and right in the middle of craft fair season, so it's been a little hectic, but I'm excited to be back and share this project with you. In fact, I have a ladies' Bible study. We've been learning about Advent season and we're having a wrap up next Sunday. I promised to provide a little craft idea to share some kindness this holiday season, and I am called out of town unexpectedly. So I thought that while I was doing this video to share with them how to put these together, I'd share with you guys as well. So I may be going over some little bit more basic things than those of you who've crafted for a while are familiar with. So I hope you'll have a little patience with me as I make sure that I pass on enough information for the ladies to put these together while I'm gone. They're super talented. I know they're not going to have a problem with it. So let's put these aside and talk about our supplies. We have the cling stamp Itty Bitty Christmas, and this has some wonderful sentiments in it. And what I really like is they're nice and small. So they'll fit on a lot of projects, like these little gift pouches. They'll fit in the circle punches, and I love to use the circle punches. You guys know that if you've watched me at all. And then there's ones that are great for doing tags or using the classic label punch. They're wonderful for Christmas tags as well, so gift tags. These have a lot of small sentiments and even a to from to put on there. So if you haven't invested in this one, you might consider it. I think it's a great option. We're also going to use our Wrapped in Plaid Designer Series paper, and this paper is gorgeous. It has got all of this wonderful, whoops, lost my lighting there, all of this wonderful gold in there. So let me bring that up. It's got gold trim on one side weaving through it, and the other side has just fun patterns. So I love all this two-sided paper and how wonderfully this all coordinates together. We're going to bring in some Whisper White paper for stamping our sentiments, and we're going to bring in some cherry cobbler and shaded spruce for the background of the sentiment. I'm also bringing in shaded spruce and cherry cobbler inks. We're only going to do one of those, but I wanted to share what I used for those two pouches that are already created. And I'm going to use, for the one that we're going to do on camera, I'm going to use the Joy to the World sentiment with the shaded spruce. I then have our 1.5 inch punch. And unfortunately, I don't have a 1 3/4 inch scallop punch from Stampin' Up, so I did bring this in from my stash. We do have the wonderful stitch dies and the scallop and regular circles in the dies, but for quick and easy crafting, you can't beat a punch. So pulled that from my stash. I am going to use a bone folder as well, and my favorite, the Tombow Mono Multi liquid glue. Let's go ahead. Oh, and of course, you know, the important thing, Ghirardelli chocolate squares. We've got to have those, right? Let's pick out our fun. Let's see. I think I'm gonna pick this one to work with today for this craft. So all you're going to do is start with a 6x6 sheet of paper, and this paper happens to come in 6x6 sheets already, so that makes it super easy. So I'm playing around with my lighting because this is a new craft room for me and I'm still getting things set up in my studio, so this may not be the best lighting and acoustics that I've had, but I hope you're still going to enjoy this project. Now we're going to take and fold that in half, corner to corner, just like that. And then we're going to fold this front flap down. So whatever paper you want to be the most prominent, you're going to put face down. And then you're going to fold this up corner to corner so that we have that pretty paper that we want to have showing most of it face out. Now, you're going to bring this down about yay far. Now, I know yay far is not what a lot of you guys want. You want exact measurements, and I know who you guys are. You know who you are. So I'm going to bring it about 3/4 of an inch down, so I can move that one up a little. It's not something that needs to be exact, okay? If you bring it down further, you're just going to have a bigger pouch. If you don't bring it down very far, you're going to have a smaller pouch. I'd err on the side of a bigger pouch if it was me, just because when you go too small, you don't get the overlap as nice, and you can't put as big a treats in there. So we've got this flap folded down. We're going to bring this corner up, and we're going to line it up with that fold line, okay? And when I am folding these, I'm using my bone folder, but I am not pressing super hard because I don't want this paper to tear. Now I'm going to take this other corner, and I'm going to bring that up to that line as well. And we're going to give that a little fold. I'm going to pull this down, and no adhesive is needed to make this pouch. Now to put the sentiment on there, yes, we do need it, but for the actual pouch, this is all we have to do. I don't know if any of you remember doing these. I remember doing these in grade school, and actually we'd make little cups out of them, and I always thought that was so much fun. And now I'm bringing it back for crafting time. Let's bring in our shaded spruce. Now I'm gonna, on these open up, we're gonna pull up, flip it open, and slide it to get to the ink. And then I'm gonna tap, tap, tap. I'm not gonna push and scrunch too hard. I'm just tapping lightly. And then I'm gonna come in, and again, I'm gonna press firmly, but I'm not trying to kill that stamp when I'm pressing. Many of you know that already. Like I said, I'm going over some little bit more basic things just for those who maybe have not done any stamping. I'm bringing my punch in, framing that sentiment, holding my punch upside down so I can see exactly where that sentiment is going to go. And we're going to punch that out with the circle punch. And then I'm going to come in here and let's see, I think I want the shaded spruce because this has the red on it. So I'm going to come on in here, and again, holding my punch upside down, and whoop, there we go. Gonna punch that out. Now, just as a reminder, these punches, they've got this great little lever mechanism to hold them tight for transporting, and you're just gonna pull that open to open it up. Okay, so close it and open. Love that for transportation. Also, just so they can stand up nice in my craft room for easy access. We're going to put a little bit of this Tombow Mono Multi in there. Again, a little goes a long way. Remember with this glue, so you should be able to hear the tip of your glue holder against that cardstock. Okay, so just a little bit again. Go in there, and we're gonna glue that right on there. I love the liquid glue because I can shimmy my paper around. Now, if you wanted to, you could go ahead and put a little glue on here since we are bringing out our glue anyway, but that is totally not necessary because once we pull that open and we put something in that pouch, it's going to have that extra pressure that's going to keep that pouch together. Slide our little Ghirardelli treat in there. If you wanted to, you could put a little punched piece of paper or cut out a square would be nice to fit in there and write a little note on there. I'm going to keep some of these in my bag. I'm going to be traveling and I'm going to have them available to hand out to people I meet along the way. They're great to have for the stores at this time of year too. Thinking about those clerks and people to post office during this busy, crazy season as we prepare for Christmas. And a lot of them are having to deal with super busy times, and everybody's not always as nice and pleasant as you guys are. So spread a little Christmas cheer, make a bunch of these, stick them in your bag, and hand them out. They're a great way to show somebody that you care and that you're thinking of them. I hope you have a blessed day. And don't forget, until we meet again, make sure you grab your paper Stampin' ink and do something creative.